It's an exciting day at Agents in the Trenches. It is an amazing day at Agents in the Trenches, actually, because today we have a lineup of leaders from all around Southwest Florida that are going to be bringing us some incredible news of what is to come at the next NAHREP Naples event. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. I don't know when you're going to be watching this. We know we have an incredible, huge audience on replay, but if you're here live, I'm going to encourage you to go ahead and give us a hashtag live as I welcome you to this session of Agents in the Trenches. I am your host, Lucy Quiñones, and as usual, every Friday at noon, we bring you something empowering, we bring you something enlightening, we bring you something that is going to educate, entertain, or just liven your day up or your weekend. And today, I am surrounded by such an incredible lineup of leaders that I'm super excited to get this rolling and started. So go ahead and share this live. We are transmitting right now across several platforms of Facebook, on YouTube, and this is just going to be so amazing. But first and foremost, I want to invite my co-host, the person that started this with me years ago, well, over a year ago, and right now, is running alongside me. So how are you, Lely?
I'm doing good. It's funny that you say years. It does feel like years, right? That we've been doing this. I mean, it's been consistent and, just to see how much it's grown, it's been incredible. But I'm excited. I'm excited to be here.
So first and foremost, I want to kick this off with the woman that is leading the board of directors for one of the most, phenomenal organizations that's been around for such a long time. And it's at a national level, the National Association of Hispanic Real Estate Professionals, an association, an organization that is really leading in so many ways, especially in the American dream of homeownership, education, business, growth, financial freedom, financial independence, so many different spectrums of what really makes up our marketplace. So let's bring to the stage the president of the board of directors, Elen Estrada. Welcome to the stage, Elen.
How are you? Good morning. It's such a pleasure being here with so many wonderful people. I'm so proud to represent NAHREP Naples this year, and I think it's going to be an awesome end of the year, awesome last quarter.
Yes. Elen, tell us a little bit about you. I know many people know you, but we are transmitting on so many platforms that we have a local, national, and international audience here at Agents in the Trenches. So tell us a little bit about your trajectory in 30 seconds. Who are you? What do you do? And how did you get to be the president of NAHREP Naples? And we'll start the conversation that way.
Well, I've been a real estate agent since 1988. So it's been about 35, 36 years. Also became a broker. I owned a RE/MAX, which I owned a RE/MAX. I've been in construction since I'm 15 years old. I worked with many great builders. And I'm in the title business right now. I was also the COO of a very renowned law firm in town. And I got into NAHREP because of that law firm. The owner wanted me to get more involved in NAHREP as a Hispanic realtor. And I got into NAHREP basically because of him, and I fell in love with it. I fell in love with the idea that what I've been doing all of my life, really helping first-time buyers acquire their American dream. So my ideals aligned very well with that of NAHREP. I believe in the leadership and what they're doing because it's not only about buying home, but becoming independent, financially independent, right. Growing wealth. And I truly believe in that. Gary Acosta is an incredible leader. I believe in him 1,000%. And I think we're making quite a change in the political scene because we do try to influence. We're bipartisan. We're not in anybody's side, but on the consumer side, in the sense of Hispanic owning everybody, not really Hispanics, but we are a Hispanic organization owning that American dream. So we
That's
always
awesome.
push for that.
Well, we're tagging the National Association of Hispanic Real Estate Professionals because obviously we all know that the world is on social media, and it is such a powerful platform to deliver the right message. So I'm so happy that you're here with us. Let's go ahead and introduce more of your board and the people that are really leading this upcoming event, which is what we're going to dive deep into sharing with our whole community, because I think that more now than ever, our network is our net worth. Now more than ever, we need to be connected. We need to be building relationships. We need to be serving each other. We need to be those servant leaders that maybe we've been talking about for so long, but this is our great opportunity. So why don't you go ahead and introduce, who do we have next from the board of directors at NAHREP Naples? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Elen, you want to go ahead and introduce the rest of your board, Elen?
I would love to introduce Tim Lowe's. I can't see all the panelists, but Tim Lowe's is our sponsorship director. He's also our ambassador. He goes to every single event and represents us with flying colors. Also, my muchachita, Brenda Boudier, she is the co-sponsor for sponsorship. I just love her like a daughter. I'm so proud to work with them. We have an incredible board. Everybody on the board is just wonderful. I've been blessed to have them.
Oh, wow, that's awesome. Well, let's go ahead and open it up with Brenda. Ladies first. So, Brenda, tell us a little bit about you. There's an audience that is watching us live right now, and I'm going to encourage everyone to share this live, share it on your profile. Let's spread the word. Let's bring some good news. Let's bring some innovative, thoughts and ideas. So, go ahead and let us know who you are, what you do, and what's making you excited on this day that we're going to be sharing about.
Yeah, thank you so much, Lucy. I just did hit share on my Facebook page. I want to thank you for providing the venue so that people can learn a little bit more about our mission at NAHREP. I am Brenda Bourdier. I am with Near North Title Group. I'm a title executive, and my goal is to pretty much understand the need for the real estate agents' clients and the real estate agents as well, provide value by sharing information, training, knowledge, just a resource, the right hand. NAHREP, on the other hand, I'm passionate about because yesterday we were going over the values, and I believe that the main thing that resonates with me is that the organization certainly wants to provide training and education, but the goal is to promote togetherness, collaboration in that family setting. And for me, that's enriching because you're able to understand and take a look at the challenges that the industry presents, but at the same time come up with solutions and listen and get to understand on a deep level and provide service, as a board, as an organization. So
I love it. That's so amazing. That's so great. And that's what makes NAHREP Naples and its board unique and authentic. So Tim, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do on the board, and just lead us into that next level of conversation. I think Tim is muted. If someone can unmute Tim, go ahead.
I'm Tim Lowe's. Happy to be sponsorship co-director with Brenda on a fantastic, wonderful, best ever group. As everybody knows, I'm Latino on the inside. My kids are Latino, and it's very important. So my mom taught me who I am is from my mom and dad. So my mom taught me, I came from a small town in southeast Missouri on the Mississippi River, and my mom taught me never to be racist and prejudiced, and to be inclusive of everybody and open to everybody. And my dad had a ninth grade education, had a horrible boss, horrible job. I internalized that. I was salutatorian of of Notre Dame High School. I went to 3 different colleges, 3 different degrees. Wound up in Hawaii. I played on my college tennis team, but I started all my own businesses myself. I was self-driven. I saw my dad suffer with a bad boss, and I made everything my business myself. But what's most important is not business, is giving back. So that's why I'm on this board. That's why I do a lot of stuff at NAHREP, community involvement. It's just giving back. And NAHREP's important. It's important to me.
I love that. Elen, you have another guest that you brought along to this live today. So you want to go ahead and introduce your next guest?
Yes, of course. She is a wonderful lady. I can't see her on the screen for some reason.
We'll be bringing her into the studio as soon as you introduce her.
Yes, she is a wonderful lady. She's also in the title business. To me, she's just like the model person. And I just want to introduce her, have her introduce herself and tell us about her experience, what she's doing now. Stacy, you want to do that for us? Yay!
Thank you so much for having me. This is great. Obviously, we love NAHREP. We love to be a part of it. And we thank you guys for letting us be a part of it. It's huge for us, and we love to help support. So my name is Stacy Maxoulis, aka Stacy Mac. I'm co-owner of First Source Title of Florida. And I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. Came here about 2.5 or so years ago, and we're growing, and we're a national title company. We can close in 37 states and counting, and just happy to be here, happy to be a part of this. So thank you guys.
So I want to do a little quick round robin. I know that there's a major event that's coming up, and again, we want to encourage those of you here on this live, and of course, those of you watching, to share this live so that we can spread the word. Elen, tell us about the upcoming event. And I wanted to kind of have everyone chime in, open this up as a conversation. So Brenda, Tim, Stacy can just incorporate, right? Interrupt, let's open this up as a real live conversation.
Well, this event is very special. And I want to first and foremost thank all of the gentlemen, Tim, Martin, all of the gentlemen, because they have supported us in making this business rally for an event honoring women and recognizing what women have accomplished and what they're doing in this community. Like Stacy, yourself, myself, Brenda, Talia. And we're going to have an incredible array of speakers, of panelists, actually, that we are so blessed to have. I mean, we're going to have Lauren Mello. We will have 2 women from the House of Representatives, Erin from the office of Rick Scott. We're going to have Stephanie Granada of Gulf Shore Life magazine, and the beautiful women at First Source Title and all our sister title companies in town, all of the realtors. We have 13 speakers that we are very blessed to have. I never thought we were going to be able to get them all together under one roof in one event, because they are super, super busy. We're also going to have the director of funding for FGCU, Laura Araujo, which is mental health, and she's going to speak to us about how to keep our stress level. We as realtors and real estate professionals are always living with an incredible amount of stress, and she's going to teach us how to deal with that. Also, Shalonda Washington, she's going to speak to us about spirituality, how to keep our health, because without health, we really can't do anything. We can't help the community if we're not healthy.
Right.
So that's going to be one of the things we're going to be touching on. It's just going to be an incredible event, besides the fact that it's going to be fun. So it's not only going to be, education, it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have really great food, great music, and just an incredible amount of really substantial networking.
So I'm sure a lot of people are asking themselves, okay, so what's going to make this different than all the other events? Why should I be there? And what's in it for me, right? At the end of the day, as John Maxwell says, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So I want to send this question to Brenda. Brenda, talk to the audience. I mean, again, we've got people connected here live, but we're also going to have our biggest audience is on replay, believe it or not. So don't let the numbers at the top left fool you, because there's so many people that watch this on replay. Tell everyone, Brenda, what's going to make this different than all the other NAHREP Naples events, and why should they be there?
I think that's a really excellent question. Thank you so much. And in my humble experience, perhaps, I may not have all the facts, but I honestly want to say that the array and different backgrounds that this panel brings to the industry is going to be extremely enriching, because you're going to have people like Martha Pinto, which you're familiar with, Lucy, who has a vast experience. It's a published author, and has hit so many milestones in her career that it's going to be just sitting there and listening to her experience. It's enlightening for anyone that may have a question in relation to that topic. People like Lauren Mello in the political aspect. Unfortunately, we live in a world where as agents, we need to be prepared in different topics, and we're in a global world now. So yes, understanding the cultural background, political, educational, in development side, I feel like that's what the panel, people like Lauren Maxwell, our own Lauren Maxwell, and Eileen, our president, who's been in real estate since not too long ago, because she's very young, but it's just a pool of experience. You yourself, like, I admire your passion. So there's so much to know from the beginning to throughout the process, through application. And right. I feel like anyone that sits on that panel, like myself, will learn and be inspired, and then also network. So
I love it. So just to kind of lay down the foundation, I want to share with our audience, right? Because we're here to deliver a message. We are here to be the messengers with the right message, especially for this very moment. We know that we're all facing uncertain moments. Many of us are in uncharted waters. We've never been through these waters before. And I don't care if we've been in real estate for 50 years, 50 months, or 50 minutes. We are definitely in a different landscape of real estate. There's a whole new generation of real estate entrepreneurs, professionals, business leaders that has evolved. And there's a whole other, generation that has been around for many years, like myself, that we are also having to evolve. So we're going to have topics like building a stronger Florida, collaboration among leaders. And that's where some of these panelists are going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about how successful entrepreneurs develop a legacy of giving. One of the things that I decided 4 years ago was to just totally shift my perspective, no longer focus on profits, focus on purpose. So this is something very near and dear to my heart. We're going to have other leaders, like Brenda just mentioned, talking about the imperative of body, mind, and spiritual health. I think, Elen, you touched on that. 4 years ago, I looked at myself physically, mentally, and I was not happy. Thank God, spiritually, I was strong, but physically and mentally, I was at probably my weakest point. And that's when I faced near death. I ran myself to the ground. So how many other people out there are running themselves to the ground? And then we're also going to have experts on, my friend Martha Pino, who I met a year and a half ago, with development of business, advice from experts. There's something that happens when you have been there and done that, right? it just gives you a whole different perspective. So I want to turn this over to Tim now that we have a little bit of the foundation as to why I believe this is going to be a very impactful event, because it brings together so many different people from so many different walks of life. But Tim, as the only man here, and I know this is Empowerment in Bloom, and this is about the women, the legacy, the vision, the power, the call of these strong women. What's in it for the men? Why should the men come and join you there?
Well, it's going to be, we're going to have 16 empowered women as panelist speakers and top women all over Southwest Florida. So it's the men that support them. I had a lot of empowered women in my life. All the guys do. And especially if we're in business or just in life, in our church or everywhere in that, every aspect. So it's a big, huge event. NAHREP we always have the best events. We want everybody to come up to see this. We've never had 16 panelist speakers, top women before. So we want you to come out. It's on Tuesday from 4 to 8 at the Players Club in Lely, and it's going to be a wonderful event. It's different. It's a business rally with empowered women, and of course, men are welcome, more than welcome, and you're going to enjoy it.
Excellent. Well, look, I think that it takes a lot to put this together. Elen, you may want to have someone drop the link. I mean, we are here. People can click on the link. They can grab their tickets. Mm-hmm. There we go. Go ahead.
What I've heard from the gentlemen is that they are so proud of all the women that have succeeded, that are their colleagues. And basically because more than 50% of the realtors are women. And all the mortgage brokers, they work with us every day, inspectors, builders, all of us. And they're just really proud as men to be able to support them. And that's the feedback that I've gotten. And that's something that I appreciate greatly. Because it's hard for women to break into grounds that are mostly dominated by men. Mm-hmm. But there's wonderful men out there that, help us and admire us and want us to succeed. So, it's wonderful for those men that feel like that. And that's all the feedback that I've gotten. I've gotten really positive feedback. And it's wonderful because the educational part of it, we're going to have Christina Davido, who's an attorney, and she's been guiding us through this NAR settlement procedure, and she's been excellent at it. I also want to add that I want to thank her because she's been working with us at NAHREP and also with Neighbor to get more classes in Spanish.
That's awesome.
And the classes are being attended really, really a lot. In the beginning, we were able to get almost 100 people there, which that was unheard of before.
I think we should tag her. Somebody should tag her on this live so that she sees, the kudos that you are sharing with her. So I encourage if anyone follows her on Facebook, go ahead and tag her on the comments. But that's awesome.
And we're going to have somebody very special. I don't know if you know her, but you're going to have Lucy Quiñones, who's an incredible, and she's just dynamite, and she's been able to get this community together, which is not easy because sometimes a lot of the Hispanic realtors and real estate professionals don't see the value of it, but you've been able to do that. You've been able to teach the realtors, which is we've been trying to do that too. That is super important to do networking if you want to make your business grow. There's no way you're going to grow if it's not about knowing people only, but being known, being seen, being recognized. So
thank you,
let me be quiet. So, Stacy, you want to add something to that?
No, I mean, I think it's a great organization. I think you guys do such a great job with all the events that go on. I mean, I've attended them, I've sponsored them. Again, I can't thank you guys enough for allowing us to be a part of it. And I think it's just a great group of people that come together. I mean, we're all hardworking. We're all, out there doing the same thing. And I think that, at the end of the day, we all want to be successful, and we all want to just like learn from each other and brainstorm and have great events. So I think it's great. I think you guys are all amazing, and I'm happy to be a part of it.
Well, we have more people joining this awesome conversation, and we're going to take it a little deeper in the minutes that we have. But I'm just so grateful, Len, for your kind words, especially coming from someone like you. It means the world to me because, it's not easy. It's not easy to build community. It's not easy to lead other leaders, right? So there's many levels of leadership, those that lead followers, and then there's those that lead leaders. And a lot of times you got to swim against the current. But I wouldn't be able to do this without amazing people like those of you that are here on this live, which I also admire. And I'm so honored to be, in connection with you, because none of us make it by ourselves. And speaking of none of us making it by ourselves, we have a past president from NAHREP Naples, which I'm really happy was able to jump on, and I thank her. Maria Zavala, join us on stage. How are you? So good to see you here.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I have a little problems getting into the chat, but I'm here and I'm happy to be joining you. It's a great opportunity to promote our events, and NAHREP is a great organization that I'm really proud to be have the opportunity to represent.
Thank you. Tell us about this event. So we're going to take this a little deeper. So every year, NAHREP has or wants to launch a business rally. But then our board of directors president had a very innovative idea in bringing these powerhouse women together. But tell everybody a little bit about the business rally, because it's more than just, the panelists that we're going to have and the empowerment of these strong powerhouse women that are leading from the front, which I absolutely love. But what's the fundamentals of the business rally and the value that it brings to our community? Because I know it's very valuable.
Yes, well, the business rally, the name says it's all. It's the opportunity to get together many businesses and know each other and know what we do in each of our fields, and give us the opportunity to our members to know them. So it's a win-win situation, because you expose your product, you expose your company to many members that are looking for them. So that is the main idea of the business rally. It has been a new, completely different approach this year, but I am so happy that we are touching the 10 principles that are the base of our organization. So that is something that I am really proud of. The principles that we have are fantastic, and I think that in this event you will learn and see from people that have been successful in each field, but that represent our principles, and you will see how important it is to live with those. So I think that is going to be great.
Awesome. Elen, and how did this vision come about? Because I know that it takes a lot to come up with a creative idea, and this board has supported your vision, which is amazing. Tell us a little bit more about how this imagination took place of giving this business rally that authenticity.
Well, this year I tried to think outside of the box so we could get more people to get involved with NAHREP, because I really want them to see the value of NAHREP. NAHREP is more than what people think. It's incredible. I mean, there's a branch of NAHREP that is for investment. There's another branch that is to help small businesses with small loans. It's about education. And my idea of maybe thinking outside of the box, doing something that are innovative, basically is to entice people to come, make it more fun. We're always going to be educational and network and all of that. But if we do, Naples is a different kind of city. There's so many special events here. There's so many incredible nonprofits, and they're always doing events that are just out there. They're so beautiful, they're so gorgeous, and we wanted to kind of emulate that. So it's not only about educating and stuff, but also networking with a purpose and
Mhm.
giving our businesses, our sponsors, the ability to expose themselves. Like, let me give you an example. We really couldn't be making it if we didn't have great sponsors. Our diamond sponsors is Lauren Maxwell. She's always there for us. Her husband, who happens to be a commissioner, is always supporting us and everything. Another sponsor is Cottrell Title, Martin Estades, and Eric. They're incredible. They support everything and everybody in this town when it has to do with business. They're in every event. Now we have been blessed with Lake Michigan Credit Union. Jane, she's also become an annual sponsor. We're super proud of them. And then all the other sponsors that come to every single event to expose what they have, their businesses, make contacts. And we couldn't be without them. If it were not for their support, NAHREP would not exist. We couldn't exist because we are a nonprofit organization. But most of all, I just want the real estate professionals to go into nahrep.org and really investigate, because NAHREP, I see it as a tree, and you have the trunk and then you have a million branches. There's so many branches to help first time buyers, to help new businesses, to learn about investing in the stock market, to get small business loans. There's so much to do, and we have so much work to do to educate the public, the community, on what NAHREP is. I really wish the public would understand how big and how vast it is. So that's why, and I kind of deviated from the idea. The idea of doing something like this was because I wanted to do it for Mother's Day to recognize women, um, and the men who love them, because we all have to honor our sisters, our mothers, our nieces, our wives, whatever. And it's been prolonged, where we had to do it with our business rally, but it came in perfectly because these are incredible business women in all fields. And I think it's just a showcasing their value, and not only what they've accomplished, but once they reach that goal, what they're doing to empower other people, other young people in the community. So it's not only getting there, but once you're there, giving out back to the community.
I love it. So, Tali, I know we have some questions. I don't know if they have been written yet or not, but if they
Yes,
are, chime
yes.
in and let us know what they are so we can. Again, we are here. Agents in the Trenches is here for our audience. It's here to bring education, entertainment, the right message for the right time and place. So, we want to be the right messenger. So, do we have any questions?
Yes, we do have a question, and this question is for Tim. As a representative of NAHREP and a member of DEI at NABAR, what would be your strategy to implement improvements that strengthens collaboration and growth in both organizations, benefiting us agents? It's a great question.
That's a great
Whoa,
question.
that's an awesome question.
Yes. Wow.
I think that came from Olga. I saw it from my friend Olga. Olga Clemente. Thank you for the question. They're both very important. DEI, I'm the incoming chair, and Brenda's on there. Several, Maria's the vice chair at NABAR for DEI. So DEI is about inclusion. One thing that we do support is NAHREP and WCR and NAHREP, which is the Black Realtor Group. So that just ties both of them together, because our goal is to be inclusive for everybody. My mother taught me always be inclusive. That I mentioned my mom a lot. So that with DEI, that brings inclusion. That does for me ties the two together. That's what's important for me to be on the DEI committee. Maria could probably speak with that too. She's my vice chair. Brenda's on
Awesome.
there. So yeah, tie it together, inclusion, everybody.
Chime in, Maria. Tell us more. What is DEI?
Well, DEI is committee that we have at NABAR. It's the the local board of directors here in Naples. And what we are trying to do there is get the opportunity to all the realtors that are out there that feel welcome. welcome in our organization and included in everything that we do. So the collaboration that we have with other organizations is crucial. I think that is fantastic. We have already one event in this year that we joined forces with NAHREP, and that makes us feel the support of both organizations in our career and in your future. So I think that it's very important that we have that feeling of inclusion in everything that we do.
That was a great question. Anybody else want to chime in? Brenda, Stacy, any thoughts that are coming to mind that you want to share with the audience?
I certainly want to, if I may, share with the audience how touching on the NAHREP 10, the importance of us as a Hispanic community. Sometimes, you know, and I think you touched a little bit on that. We're in a situation where life happens, and sometimes it's hard for us to spend time outside of our circumstances to go. We may not see the value, like, you know, at first sight. But there is certainly a lot. I see the value of just going in there and talking to people like yourself, people like Lauren Maxwell, people like Eileen, people like, you know, just certain people in the panel that you ask a question. You may have a specific question and you ask and it's answered, and that brings you perspective. And in that circumstance that you thought had no solution, it's right there, eradicated. And so, and I think that that also relates back to the NAHREP 10, which I kind of want to point out. I took a picture of it yesterday because that's what NAHREP is about. And the NAHREP 10, real quick, is number one, have a mature understanding of wealth and prosperity. Number two, be in the top 10 of your profession. And you as leaders you do a lot of coaching. You can certainly get someone to do that. Live below your means. That's really hard on a consumer, you know, environment. Minimize debt, and those two tied together. Invest at least 20% of your income, and we're gonna have panelists that are gonna touch on that. Mm-hmm. And then know your net worth. A lot of people are unaware of their value, including time, which is the most precious asset. Be politically savvy, and we're going to have people that are going to be able to touch on that. Be fit, be generous. We certainly want to give back. And I think that our charity of choice, Eileen, can delve on that a little later. Be active in the lives of your family and children. We are family. Everything is family. Life is family. And that's one of the main things that I feel this organization embodies with all of these events. So
Yes.
That's powerful.
Yes, that's exactly what I was referring to. I am so happy that in this event we are touching those principles. And I say they are the heart and soul of the organization. And I think that when you read it and you learn from them, you will realize that they are part of your life and that you have to include it in your life because they are so wise and so amazing that you really get to get involved with that.
I want to ask Stacy a quick question because as everyone is speaking, and definitely the NAHREP 10, I don't think we educate enough on the NAHREP 10. Yes. I think that we need to take on this challenge for the last quarter of 2024, where we know that it's a new horizon awaiting for us in 2025. I mean, it's going to be a new era. And when I became a certified trainer for the NAHREP 10, it was also for that reason, because it embodies every aspect of who we are as a human, as a person, as a business owner, as a professional. So I think that would be an amazing challenge. Like Brenda said, we should all start coaching and training more on those 10 principles. They're life-changing, life-transforming, life-impacting principles. But as we were talking about that, I said, I want to ask Stacy a question. The National Association of Hispanic Real Estate Professionals, which we all know is not really just for Hispanics.
Right.
Tell the audience, tell the people that are watching us live now and will be watching on replay, why does a non-Hispanic business want to be part of this event? Because a lot of times people say, oh, well, I don't work with the Hispanic community. You know, we've got that paradigm in our mind that, oh, I'm not Hispanic, I don't work with the Hispanics, my business is not primarily Hispanic, so I shouldn't be there. But I think you would be able to shed some light on this from your perspective.
Yeah. So, I don't really look at it like Hispanic, right? I look at you guys like I love you all. I think we're all in this together. We're all doing business together. I mean, your last mastermind was amazing. So everybody watching, the next one you should definitely be at. It was amazing. And all the events that they do are incredible. It's a wealth of knowledge and it's a community coming together. And like you said, it's not just the Hispanic culture, but at the same time, I like the diversity. I think that we should all come together as a community because we're all still learning at the end of the day, and we're all in real estate together. And my escrow officer, she's Hispanic, and Scarlett, she's amazing. And I just think that, again, as a community, I can't keep saying that enough because we are a community. It's important for us to come together and be as one. I mean, it's beautiful, and
Yes.
you guys do an amazing job putting things together and, again, educating. And I can't say that enough because when I teach classes, I think education is number one when it comes to anything, and you guys do a great job of that. So bravo to you guys for that.
Excellent. Well, you guys heard it, and I wanna send this question or these final thoughts to our president of the board of directors. First and foremost, Elen, thank you for leading the board of directors for NAHREP Naples. We all know that the title sounds sexy and fancy and fun, but it comes with challenges, it comes with responsibilities. And, I'm not from Naples. I want everybody to know I don't live in Naples. I don't work in Naples. I am from Cape Coral, Fort Myers, but life has taken me to Naples. And I want Elen to tell, why should people from Port Charlotte, Cape Coral, Fort Myers, Estero, right? Lehigh, go to, as I call it, the country of Naples, because I feel like I got to pack a suitcase, a lunch, get a passport every time I'm coming to Naples, because, hey, listen, it is far. In our minds, it's far, but we also know on the East Coast, people travel 2 hours to go sell property from Kendall to Fort Lauderdale with traffic, right? So it's really our paradigm. But speak to everyone outside of Naples. Why should they be there for this next event?
Well, I'd like to invite all the real estate professionals, and directly or indirectly, we all live kind of from real estate. And I want to invite them all because, number one, we would love to have them. Number two, it's an incredible learning experience. It's just going to help you grow, make contacts. We live in a small world. We really have to establish contacts with people out of our local area. A lot of people of Naples are selling in Cape Coral and Fort Myers and Port Charlotte and everywhere. So even though real estate is supposed to be local in nature, what we call local in nature has grown so much that we're selling all over the state and sometimes in another state. I also have my license in Georgia, sold over there, and I know a number of realtors who have licenses in multiple states and do sell in multiple states. So we have to think outside of the box. And I want to go back to what Stacy was talking about. We need to let the businesses that are non-Hispanic, and I think they understand that. Business people are very savvy. And the next 20 years, the market is going to be mostly dominated by Hispanic consumers. The numbers show it. And, business savvy people know that they have to kind of change with the times and cater to the Hispanic buyers. Now, we keep on saying Hispanic, but my son was born here. My grandkids were born here. They're Americans, but they're still considered Hispanics. And those are the people that are buying right now. They are the ones that are contributing to the economy of the United States. is I was looking at for the number right now. I don't want to throw a number out there without having it in front of me, but I know. Let me see. Here it is: 4.2 trillion real estate and assets we move. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And I think we need to know that. All businesses need to know that.
Yes.
And it's not only Hispanics. I mean, there's a lot of Asian consumers out there. That's a niche market that we need to help also. So don't let that Hispanic name in our title fool you. We want to help everybody, really. And I hope the businesses that are listening understand the value of coming to our events, sponsoring our events, and relating to that consumer that you're going to meet at our event.
That is powerful. $4.2 trillion in buying power, my friends. So no, we are not broke. We've got money to invest. Well, listen, we could be here the rest of the day, but I want to honor and respect your time. I want to kick it off. Give us your closing words. Take it, Brenda, and we'll go with Brenda, Tim, Maria. We'll close out with Stacy, and of course, Elaine, and we'll wrap this up. But we hope to see you next Tuesday at the Empowerment in Bloom Business Rally. Shout out to all my leaders, business leaders from Port Charlotte to Lehigh, Fort Myers. Come with me to the country of Naples. It is an incredible, incredible place. And we're going to be shaking hands and locking arms with some powerhouse leaders. And so you don't want to miss it. So Brenda, closing words.
Okay, so I feel like I spoke about a lot of important topics. And one that I didn't want to miss out was that you can totally dress up all cute in a costume. That's important to me. I certainly want to see you feel welcome. I certainly want to see you in your best networking mindset. Come in, feel like you own the place and you belong. And you will have an amazing team of people guiding you through every step from registration through the end to ensure that your experience is amazing. But I also want to see you looking cute, and I want to take pictures with you. So it's at the Players Club, and the information is going to be shared in all of our pages. And if you have any questions, all you have to do is give any one of us a call.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Tim, closing words. I think Tim is muted.
Closing words would be lots of thank yous, and thank you to our sponsors. Shalise Servin, State Farm, Susan Atkinson from One Group Insurance sponsors before. She's always very helpful with us. Peter Huey Jacob from Law Firm. These are just some businesses that are friends of mine, but we have room for other sponsors, and we appreciate all of our sponsors. So we let us know. It's going to be a huge event, very big event. Come out, please, and give thanks to everybody. I'm your community networking realtor, so networking. I do lots of networking. We are also going to network, so come out and network too.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so much, Tim. Maria Zavala, give us your closing thoughts and words.
Okay, yes, as Tim said, thank you very much for the opportunity. But I think that this event will give you really the opportunity to hear from the best. You have fantastic speakers there that is really good to hear from them because they have histories that you cannot relate, and you will enjoy just a network with mindset of growing. This is what I always say when I go to an event: make it the best of the event. Make the best. And thank you very much for the opportunity. Let's really get this event to the top.
I love it. I love it. Stacy and then Elaine. Stacy, what closing words do you have for the audience?
I will keep it short and sweet. I want to thank you guys so much for having me. It's been amazing. Love you guys. Everybody go to the Empowerment in Bloom on Tuesday at the Players Club. Tim, that's where I first met you for a different charity. It's an amazing venue. It's an amazing event. You guys should definitely support it, and we hope to see you there. So thank you guys.
I love it. And our president for the board of directors of NAHREP Naples, your closing words, and then I'll let Talia take it from there, and it'll be a wrap.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you, Lucy, Talia, Maria, Brenda, Tim, and thank you most of all, Stacy. And I can't thank you enough for being part of this board and being with us and supporting us always. And it's going to be a pleasure. It's going to be so much fun. You really have to come. It's going to be an incredible learning experience. Take pictures with all the top speakers. Make sure you save them. It's going to be good to have in your portfolio. And just come to the Players Club next Tuesday from 4 to 8, and just mingle and get to know everybody and have lots of fun and enjoy the education. We're bringing it to you because we want to see you grow your business, and hopefully grow with us at NAHREP.
Yay!
You're muted.
Yes, that's incredible. So someone just mentioned in the chat, agents want values. So that's really important. So if you are looking for value and you're looking for information, education, then you definitely don't want to miss next Tuesday, this event. I hope to see everyone there. And yeah, if not, we will see you next Friday on Agents in the Trenches here, same time, Friday at 12 o'clock to around 12:30. But thank you guys so much for taking the time to coming and joining us here and sharing all of the golden nuggets and why people should be there. I'm excited for it. I'm looking forward to it. And if you guys haven't grabbed your tickets yet, we shared it a bunch of times in the comments below. So go ahead to the website, grab your tickets, and yeah, we'll see you there.
They're going to get their value because we do have 13 incredible speakers. We never thought we were going to be able to gather such an important group of panelists, and we have been blessed. And the value is going to be more than there, so they're going to be happy they attend.
All right, excellent. All right, guys, we'll see you. We'll see you Tuesday, and we'll see you on the next Agents in the Trenches.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Lucy.
Guys.
God bless.
Hello everyone, my name is Lauren Maxwell and I am with the Maxwell Mortgage Team in the state of Florida for 36 years, and I help people finance the American dream. Let me help you. I look forward to meeting you.
Hello, my name is Julia Aimoda. I'm a mortgage loan officer with MBM Group powered by New American Funding. I just want to let you know that I'm here to help you with all your mortgage lending needs. I hope to see you soon. Thank you.
This is how we do it. It's Friday night.